What's up, mi gente? ¿Cómo están? Voy a testar ustedes en inglés. Voy a hablar en inglés totalmente sin subtítulos para ver si tú entiendes bien. Si tienes una pregunta, puedes preguntarme en los comentarios. Y también si quieres aprender inglés conmigo, voy a dejar un enlace, un link en la descripción. Y también, estoy hablando mucho portuñol. Y también puedes ver en el QR code aquí. Vamos a aprender inglés. Vamos a testar su inglés. So a lot of people worry if they can understand a native speaker when they're speaking English. So I'm going to speak to you in English. I'm going to ask you a few questions. You can write down your responses in the comment section. Let's see if you understand. Let's see if you follow me. These questions will get progressively more difficult. First of all, what's your name and where are you from? I'll also respond to the questions. My name is Tim. I'm from the United States. I was born in New York City. How do you spell your name? I'll spell out my full name, at least my first name. So Tim is actually a nickname. Timothy is my actual name. It's Timothy. What's the opposite of cold? Write it down. What's the opposite of cold? Hot. Choose the correct sentence. I will ask you A and B. She go to school every day, or she goes to school every day. Which one is correct? I'll give you a second to respond. The correct answer is B, because in the third person singular in the present, we need to conjugate the verb, so go becomes goes. What time is it? What time is it? In Sao Paulo, it's 6 o'clock. I think so. I don't have a watch. Oh, I have a watch. I have a clock on my laptop, my tablet. It's 8:05. No, 18:05. I always get confused with the military time here in Brazil. So it's 6:05. Next question. Describe your daily routine in 3 to 4 sentences. I'll describe mine. I wake up, I brush my teeth, I take a shower. Sometimes I'll have a coffee. Actually, I always have a coffee. I go to the gym. Then I usually plan out some videos. I have about 4 different channels, so I have to post a lot of videos on different channels and different networks, different social medias. And also I teach classes. I teach classes in English. I have over 100 students. If you'd like to be one of my students, I'd be happy to teach you. So you can find out more information in the description. What do you usually eat for breakfast? I usually skip breakfast and I just have coffee. But if I have breakfast, I usually have an egg or some bread, some toast, maybe a croissant. But I usually skip breakfast and my first meal of the day is lunch. Use the correct tense. Yesterday, so the verb is go. Yesterday, I to the supermarket. Yesterday, I went. The past tense of go is went. And blank, some fruit, buy. How do you conjugate buy in the past? Bought. These are irregular verbs. They can be kind of tricky, but we definitely learn irregular verbs in my course. Do you have any siblings? Do you have any siblings? Siblings is a word that means brothers or sisters. Instead of asking, do you have brothers or sisters, you can ask, do you have any siblings? In my case, I would respond, yes, I have a younger sister and a younger brother. I'm the oldest. Tell me how to get from your house to the nearest supermarket. Do you have to drive? Can you walk? Here in Sao Paulo, it's about a 5-minute walk to the nearest supermarket. It's really easy to get to. In the United States, people usually drive to the supermarket, although I have a few supermarkets close to me in the town where I live in New Jersey. Okay, some more difficult questions. Can you explain the difference between I've been to London and I went to London? This is a little more grammatical. Basically, when we use the present perfect, I've been to London, we're talking about experiences in our life. I've been to London 3 times. I went to London last year. We're talking about a specific trip, a specific event. So it's slightly different. This is a good question for you. What would you do if you won the lottery? What would you do if you won the lottery? If I won the lottery, I would travel the world with my wife for about a year, see every country that we want to see, spend some time, not worry about the prices, go to some nice restaurants, and then I would buy a nice house, probably in the United States, probably in New Jersey, to be close to my family. Okay, some other questions that would be important to ask are about your hobbies. What do you do for fun? One of the things that I work on in my course with my students is creating language islands. What are language islands? I call them mini bios, mini biographies, but there's a term called language islands, which means you pick a topic and you learn all the most common phrases and the most common vocabulary about the topic. So hobbies might be one language island where you maybe create 15 to 20 phrases or 30 phrases, 40 phrases, 50 just to be safe about your hobbies. So maybe you pick 3 or 4 hobbies and then you go into detail about those hobbies. I like football, American football. I'm a Ravens fan. I love to watch the Ravens every Sunday during football season. I really hope that Lamar Jackson can win a Super Bowl before he retires. He already has 2 MVPs, but he doesn't have any Super Bowls. Tom Brady, I believe, has 7 Super Bowl championships, so I don't think he'll ever catch Tom Brady. That's one of my hobbies. I also like to travel. I like to go to the gym, so I would write a few more sentences about each of those things. You could pick also a place, the grocery store. Learn 15 to 20 sentences about the grocery store. Okay? So you could go aisle by aisle. The aisles are broken into different categories. You have frozen food, you have your meat section, your fish section, your snack section, you have your deli counter or cold cuts, you have your cleaning supplies, your household supplies. So there are a lot of different sections, so you just learn different phrases like, oh, where can I find some toilet paper? Sometimes people confuse toilet paper and paper towels. Toilet paper is used in the bathroom and paper towels used in the kitchen, generally. Okay, other things you could talk about. If you have specific fields of interest or if you work in a specific field. Maybe you work as a mechanic in the United States, but English is your second language or your third language. You might want to know all the vocabulary about being a mechanic. If you work as a tour guide and people visit your country, maybe you live in Brazil, you live in Rio de Janeiro, and you're a tour guide, and you want to know how to explain all the different sites in Rio and specific history about Rio de Janeiro, and explain that to foreigners as they go on tours with you. So there are a lot of different things you can do with these mini language bios. I hope this video helped you. Let me know to what extent you understood what I'm saying. If you need any help with your English, let me know, and I will be happy to help you. I will leave my contact below. I'll see you next time. Peace.